So I've been wanting to make this video for 3 years now, and I can finally say that I have made over 10,000 in 1 month. The correct number, I believe, just over £11,000 collected last month. I will show a screenshot just to prove it. And I've been putting this video off for a couple of days. It's been a couple of weeks actually, because I actually wanted to come on here and with something to say. And literally now today on my travels to London, first of all, how I made £10,000, over £10,000 or over $10,000 was through building a marketing agency, particularly in the med spa niche. Right, that's where I've started. I've documented that. I switched just at the start, actually. I started with gyms and then I switched straight to med spa. I don't want to waffle too much, but I've been wanting to make this for 3 years. I've been wondering what this day would be like when I actually can say that I have hit £10,000 per month, right? It feels good. It feels like it was always gonna happen, right? And you really debate, like, is this gonna happen? But you have this self-belief. And the key takeaways that I've got from this, it's very simple. It is very simple to hit £10,000 per month. Quite literally, it's just collecting the cash and then, yeah, you just accumulate it, right? You're selling a product, and then whether it's for one product is worth £10,000, you collect it straight away, or 2 or 5k, 5 or 2k, etc. Obviously, right? But on this journey of like understanding that I'm good enough to charge this certain amount, or that my fulfillment is good, it's been all self-belief. I've been battling. I could have done this way sooner, way sooner. Like, I've done it all through referrals, because I haven't had this self-belief in myself to go full steam ahead and do outreach and just land the clients. For 2.5 years, almost 3 years, I didn't do one piece of outreach, right? Maybe I sent 10 when I felt motivated, like, I'm gonna 10k, I'm gonna do it. And I just didn't, right? There was this limiting belief. I always had this, like, where I pushed myself back, and I just want to be super authentic. Because I'm not selling you nothing, right? Like, this is genuinely a documentation, like I've done for all my videos that I put on YouTube, all documenting my journey. I want to be 100% authentic, literally, because I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I want to document my journey, and like I said, I want to show people what's possible. And I've done it. It took 3 years. That's a long time, you know, because they say get 10k per month in 90 days. In hindsight, I could have done that. It has been a lot more than just, it's been a huge journey. It's been so long. I've traveled to the world. I went and lived in Australia for a year, literally stopped everything, built up this master plan on how I'm going to do it. And there's been so many ups, so many downs. And I've gone through relationships. I've gone through moving away, moving into my own place, to hitting record months for my clients. Like, my fulfillment has been crazy. I took my client from, he was at £18,000 per month, and now he's doing £70,000 per month. So I can do it. I can provide the results. I can charge it. And it has been one hell of a journey. And I know everybody's journey is so unique, but I'm from a small town in Wales called Maesteg, right? You don't hear of this stuff. Actually, there's been some people who have done it right now. But oh my God, it's felt so long. And one massive thing that I understood with what it took for me to hit 10k per month, and the realization of going forward, is it's all identity. It's all how you act. Who is that 10k per month person? You hear it. I've heard it so many times. Trust me, I've watched all the videos. I've listened to all the gurus. I've listened to all the podcasts. I've listened so much and tried perfecting and creating this product that I'm good enough, that I can do it, that I'm gonna, like, I've been perfecting, right? And I've been doing so much. I've been doing so much in my head as well for all these years, and I've been perfecting, I've been self-sabotaging, like not doing no work till then doing massive pushes. I've been in a battle. Oh my God. When I say, like, truthfully, I have been in a battle. And today I feel like I've got something that I want to say about, for number one is, God is real, right? And I'm not coming on here to speak about, but God has got me where I am and the person who I am, most importantly, because numbers are just numbers, right? And God has given me direction. God gives me, he's been there when I truly needed it the most. And we don't have to get into this talk, but God is real, right? And I've come to realize that it's all to do with identity. And I'm choosing now, I feel like I'm ready to leave my old self, right? It's been a very big reason on why it's taken me so long to hit this goal of 10K per month, because of the fact that I was still holding on to my identity. I was holding on to this version of myself, right? That didn't have anything when I was younger. Always looked up to people who had something, maybe had a little bit of money, who had maybe more of a family that seemed normal to me, had like a good car, went out drinking, could buy what they want, got nice clothes. I was holding on to this identity, right? With being this new person, these skills that I'm doing, building this life, right? Building this identity of who I want to be. But I was still that guy, right? And I've recently come to the point of I'm ready to change. And I'm ready to move in a direction where I'm ready to leave that go, right? And that has been such a relief. And how I've got to that point was, it weren't good. It was through like, right, I've been drinking, I've been doing naughty stuff, been doing a whole lot of stuff that doesn't align with the person who I want to be, right? But it did align with my old self, the person who I wanted to be, who could afford to go drinking, right? I'm not saying I was drinking all the time, but I've done enough of it now where I'm like, I ain't that guy anymore. I'm not that guy sleeping with women. Like, you want to do it when, like, do you get what I mean? When you grow up, and that's what you idolize, right? You idolize the money, the clothes, the women that you want to be with, and just being that popular person in the sense of you wish you were that guy in school. And I've done all those things now, and not to be like, oh, I've done those. I realize that I'm ready to move on from that, right? I've asked God, and God has shown me that I'm now ready to change as a person, change who I am I'm ready to move to the next level. I'm ready to build a schedule. I'm ready to focus on things. I know what I enjoy. I know what I like. I know what I want to do. And that's led from today, right? I booked an Airbnb, 2-night stay in Cardiff, right? Which is the biggest city of where I'm from. And I realized in this whole trip, multiple trips I've done it, this is what I love. This is always what I wanted. True freedom. And you hear that word freedom getting thrown so many different places. I mean freedom in the sense of I can go to a cafe. I love coffee, right? I can go and buy a coffee, which is £5. Stupid price, right? And then I drink it, and I just wander about, go into another cafe, do some work, and I buy another one. Then I buy a £10 sandwich, right? It's all so stupid, yeah? Like, I'm not saying this at all, it's a meat. But I don't think about it. I go to a place, staying in a lovely apartment. I'm going somewhere, I'm chatting to people, connecting with people, having a coffee, doing my work, listening to music, listening to like podcasts, like motivational. And I'm so happy doing that. That's what I want at this stage. I want freedom, right? And that's what it's about. That's what hitting the 10K has allowed me to do, even though I've spent a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I want to do 30K next month. I'm not, right? But I'm becoming that person who is. And I see what I like. I really do see what I like as a person. And I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful. I was driving, I'm on my way to London to go see my clients, right? And it's about a 4 hours journey, listening to Chris Williamson. And I was just thinking, speaking to my friend when I pulled up into a service, and I was telling him about my day, right? So I went to a date with this beautiful woman, paid for the meal, it was like £200, had an Airbnb, gone back, real fun. Then the next day, went to a cafe, spending this money, done a little bit of shopping, wanting to look good, nice, fresh. And I loved it. I truly loved the freedom of being in a city, walking around, knowing that you don't have a job, that you can do whatever you want. I can do whatever I want, right? I can go and buy whatever clothes that I want, obviously not Louis Vuitton and stuff, but like the clothes that I used to, like grey Nike joggers, everybody could afford them, right? In school, everybody could afford grey Nike joggers. I'm not wearing them, I don't want to wear them now, but I can just go and buy a pair. I could buy the tracksuit, I could buy where, and it was just like, oh, this is what I wanted. And I see that, and I enjoy being that person, and I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do right now in this stage. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to live that life every single day. So what does that mean, right? So the Airbnb, I now want to buy an apartment. I want to buy an apartment in Cardiff, right, where I can be in my environment, be in that place, and then I can go and do work in the city, right? Because I know this is what I want, right? And there's nothing else. Yeah, a nice car, but I don't really need that right now. And I need a garage, whatever. But I know what I want, and I'm super happy, and I can't thank God enough. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, was the first time I went to a church since surrendering my life to Jesus Christ and to God. Was the first time I went to a church and I prayed. I love that. I want that to be my day. I pray to God every time that I remember to do, right? I'm not going to say I do it every single night, but I pray to God about how grateful I am to guide me, and I want to listen. I really want to listen to God, my vision. I want to listen to his vision. I really want to help people, and that's truly what I do want to do. And you can't do it by being that old version yourself. You can't do it by, for me, I can't do it by working a normal job 9 to 5. I have to be an inspiration. I have to go do these things where you can't just doing a 9 to 5. You have to think, you have to try build something. I enjoy that. I really enjoy it, and I'm so happy of who I am. Like, when I started, I couldn't even sit, like, I can move around, pull jibs. I couldn't do that when I first started, like 3-4 years. I used to be so unconfident. I'm so confident now. I love myself in the most blessed way possible, not in an egotistical way. I love myself. I love who I am. I love what I do. I really do want to just share this video, because it's not what you probably see about, like, hey, thank you, this is what I'm doing, this is what you should do. Because I don't know what you should do, right? Because it took me 3 years. It took me 3 years to get to this point, right? And I've been reading a book. I think I've got it in my bag here, and it's made me think. It has made me think, and I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I'm truly ready for this. It is 10x is easier than 2x, right? I've been reading this, and this has been something where I'm like, wow, I know I need to be thinking bigger. I remember I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was like, yeah, I'm happy with the 15K per month, but like, I know I gotta think bigger than that. And next year, I wanna have my apartment in Cardiff, right? I'm putting it out here. I wanna have my apartment in Cardiff. I wanna be pushing to 100K per month. That's what I want to do. I want to have my first property. I want to be pushing to 100k per month. But I want to do some cool projects. Like I'm working with some people, helping them, because I do marketing and sales. Like that's what I've learned. And I'm not the best, but I really do love the creative aspect of thinking through things and helping people. My God, I'm so grateful to be here in this moment. But I'm grateful to be the person who is authentic and just want to come on here, because I know some people that nobody may watch this, right? But I know in my journey where I do build this success of people, like success of people look up to, right? And I want them to see this video of who I truly am, right? I'm not this person who's trying to sell a product, trying to make his next move, but it is someone who is authentically documenting their journey and being real in a world that is so full of shit, so full of this, you don't know what you're doing yet. It's so hard to find people like who you trust. I just want to be that person that people can see, like, that's a real person who's made it. That is a real human being. There's a real kid who had a lack of confidence, didn't believe in himself, but had a dream. And he tapped into it and he made it. I want to be that type of inspiration for whoever watches this video down the line. I hope I hope that my recording's okay, because I really don't want to redo this. This is my first shot, but it's just from the heart. I just want to thank Jesus Christ for every single thing. I'm going to be documenting more videos. I would love to document some more videos, but I thank God for all my success and who I am as a person, and my family, my friends, my opportunities, everything that I have in my life, I thank God for. And I know that if you're watching this, you're probably clicking on because the title's like, I finally hit 10k, took me 3 years or something like this, and you're watching it probably curious about how to do it. And if, I doubt nobody's staying till this part, but if you are here and you are listening, you can do it. I couldn't tell you the timeline it's going to take, because I know people who've done it in like a month. It took me 3 years, right? So I ain't the best in this game, but I'm true, and I'm excited to build what I'm going to build. I'm so thankful for this opportunity to even talk about this, and I thank God. But have a beautiful day, and yeah, it's blessed. Next moves, apartment, 100k per month. Let's go.